Let's get brutally honest. Most folks won't wake up to a surprise deposit of $10 million after brushing their teeth. There's no magical money fairy, no oops I tripped over a pile of cash moment. Instead, the path to real wealth leaves clues, tiny, unexpected signals hidden in your habits, mindset, and daily choices. If you've ever felt like money and success are reserved for people born with advantage, prepare to have that myth shattered. Over the next few minutes, I'm unveiling proven, practical signs you're wired for wealth, no matter your background. Don't miss the powerful, conclusive takeaway at the end. If you're hungry for success and eager to learn, hit that subscribe button. We're here to share the secrets and strategies to accelerate your journey. Let's get started. Sign number 1. You're obsessed with assets over stuff. If you light up getting a stock at a discount or buying a slice of property instead of the latest phone upgrade, congratulations. You're playing a different game than most. This isn't about denying yourself fun or comfort. Instead, you see every dollar as a little employee whose job is to bring you more dollars, not disappear over lunch. Picture someone scrolling e-commerce sites for hours, tempted by limited edition shoes. That used to be me, until I realized that $200 could buy part ownership in a global company, spinning off dividends month after month. Want to start? Next raise, bonus, or holiday gift. Assign those dollars a job. Buy something that pays you back. Stocks, real estate, side businesses, or even upskilling. Dollar by dollar, your wealth grows quietly, beyond the reach of impulse spending. Those who prioritize assets aren't just saving, they're creating systems for passive income and generational wealth. What happens when your money starts earning its own living? That's where step 2 changes everything. Sign number 2. You value time more than money. If I'll spend $10 to save an hour feels like a good deal, you're on the right path. And honestly, most people see it backwards. The world trains us to trade hours for money, scrapping for overtime and squeezing out pennies while the clock ticks. But the wealthy-minded spend money to buy time, not the other way around. They'll happily outsource chores, pay for delivery, or invest in automation because each freed-up hour can be worth far more than the cost. Greg, a freelance designer with a modest income, realized his rates were $40 per hour. Each weekend, he lost 3 hours scrubbing his apartment, a $120 opportunity cost. He hired a cleaner for $50 a week and picked up extra client work with the new free time. That decision doubled his monthly profit without working longer. List out tasks you hate or that don't make money. Outsource or automate one. Use the newfound time for learning, earning, or connecting. Time-rich people can compound skills, launch side hustles, or build passive assets. The world's wealthiest aren't frantically busy. They're skilled at multiplying time. Sign number 3. You track every penny like a hawk. Wealth doesn't vanish. It simply moves, often out the door, hiding in subscriptions and impulse purchases. Most people avoid tracking because it feels tedious or restrictive. But financial awareness equals financial control. The disciplined, wealth-building few know how much is in every account, what their monthly spending looks like, and how far they are from their next goal. Set up automated notifications for every transaction. Spend 10 minutes a week reviewing your accounts. Once you know where dollars go, you can spot overdraft fees and optimize for value, not just cost-cutting, but redirecting money into high-yield opportunities. What's next after getting control over your numbers? Skills that multiply your earnings. Number 4. You're relentless about learning profitable skills. Not all work is created equal. Some skills make $20 per hour. Others print money and open doors worldwide. Today, education is everywhere. YouTube, online courses, podcasts. If you binge strategy videos, marketing hacks, or investment tutorials instead of entertainment, you're quietly building a lucrative money machine between your ears. Take the story of Jacob. He was laid off twice, but each time his side hustle, digital copywriting, buffered his income, paying him $75 per hour. How? He kept upskilling through local workshops and free resources. Every new skill became leverage across industries and countries, making his earning potential resilient. Remember, profitable skills compound over time. Today's website build could lead to tomorrow's $5,000 consulting gig. Number 5. You practice unseen self-control. No one's watching when the sale tags light up at midnight, but your future wealth depends on those quiet decisions. Let's be blunt. True self-discipline is saying no to dopamine hits and yes to delayed gratification. If you can save for an investment instead of splurging on momentary comfort, you're building financial muscle. Alicia, facing a 120 impulse buy after a tough week. She paused, checked her budget, and chose to invest that cash into a sustainable energy ETF. Fast forward 18 months. That choice grew her portfolio and strengthened her self-worth. Try this. Next impulse, pause for 24 hours. Review your priorities, then decide. Celebrate every no that's making room for bigger yeses tomorrow. Self-control is invisible, but essential. It shapes every wealth-building step ahead. Number 6. You learn from failure, not fear it. Failure is tuition, not a verdict. The most successful people treat mistakes as lessons to be paid for, not punishments to be avoided. If you've bounced back from a bad investment, a side hustle flop, or a budget disaster, jotting down what worked and what didn't, you're secretly winning. Most people freeze after failure. The wealthy iterate until they succeed. Set aside a tiny tuition fund $100 to test, invest, or learn with each quarter. Document every setback and celebrate lessons learned. Wealthy people aren't risk-free. They're risk-resistant, which pays off long-term. Curiosity. How does long-term thinking change your whole wealth strategy? Number 7. You think decades, not days. If fast money appeals less than sustained growth, you've adopted the biggest wealth-building secret on earth. Most chase next week's windfall, a handful plan for 5, 10, or 20-year goals. Long-term thinking lets compounding do the heavy lifting, not emotional gambling or luck. Set 3-5 long-term goals: owning a home, building a 6-figure investment account, launching a global side business, and break them into annual milestones. Ignore short-term hype. Instead, measure every decision against its decade potential. Let me ask you a question. Who's helping you raise your standards every day? Let's see in the next point. Number 8. You surround yourself with growth-driven people. The company you keep shapes your priorities, ideas, and income ceiling. If you're intentional about spending time with ambitious, supportive, wealth-minded circles, you're positioning yourself for exponential growth. Toxic or stagnant friends drag you down. A motivating network lifts you higher with new opportunities and accountability. Sam joined a local entrepreneur meetup with zero business experience. Within a year, exposure to new ideas and peer support helped him launch 2 successful dropshipping stores. His old circle doubted him. His new circle cheered him on, swapping strategies and celebrating tiny wins. Join an online community, mastermind, or local group focused on financial improvement, business, or investment topics. Follow financial creators and connect with people discussing strategies relevant worldwide. Why do some confident people never feel the urge to show off? That's coming next. Number 9. You don't care about impressing strangers. If designer brands or loud flexes seem silly, you're exhibiting wealthy thinking. The truly wealthy skip status signals. They let investments do the talking. No Instagram drip, just quietly growing net worth and simple, effective financial moves. Javier, a developer in Mexico City, watched his friends go wild for $900 sneakers. Javier added that money to a tech fund instead. 3 years later, his modest initial investment was worth $3,400 while the shoes wore out and became worthless. Practice stealth wealth. Keep purchases low-key, focus on investments, and avoid the validation trap. Remember, real money whispers. It multiplies quietly, changing lives, not outfits. Number 10. You see profitable opportunities everywhere. If problems trigger your creative side instead of worry, you've got a wealth builder's eye. Most gripe about rising costs, market changes, or weak business ideas. The few looking for solutions, new products, services, or digital assets, discover gold in plain sight. For example, when local coffee shops weren't delivering, Ashley messaged several, offered to create a delivery system for $100 a month per client. Within 6 months, it was a $1,200 per month side hustle. Train yourself by identifying 3 common problems each week. Brainstorm a solution, even if it's tiny or weird. Opportunities hide in complaints, especially those that hit wide markets or emerging trends. Becoming wealthy isn't about luck, magic, or privilege. It's about stacking wins, learning mindsets, tracking, acting, refining systems, and letting the process run. You already have everything you need, even if you're starting broke, stressed, or doubting. Take one step now. Automate $1, take a course, join an ambitious community, plan a measurable goal for this year. No matter your starting point, real wealth is within reach, and every clue covered here is proof. In every video, I try to discuss and address the factors that surely improve the chances of your success. If you like this also, subscribe the channel, like and share the wealthy knowledge to your loved ones. Now, if you want to know 8 benefits of stealth wealth, then watch this video. I'll see you there.